Last but not least, Y is for yes. You know, there are so many times in life where we say no before we even dare to dream or imagine a yes. I heard once that most humans are operating at about 10% capacity of what they're actually capable of. And I can't help but wonder, are we holding ourselves back by saying no? Because so many times we say no, or we have an excuse as to why it can't happen, or we self-sabotage and we completely get in our own way. And we find these ways to say no. I think it's this little thing inside of us that tries to protect us from getting hurt or from failing or from being uncomfortable. But what do we need to say yes to? What are we saying no to that could be huge for our lives, whether it's an opportunity or a mindset or a relationship? Maybe you've turned yourself completely off to love. Maybe you've said no, absolutely not to love. Or maybe you've said no to starting your own business simply by making excuses or just latching on to the comfort zone of corporate America. But what are you saying no to? And what do you need to say yes to? Because guess what? When we say yes, we're opening ourselves up to a whole new possibility. But it cannot happen. It is an impossibility if we don't at least say yes. So I challenge you, what do you need to say yes to? Dig deep. What have you been saying no to for far, far too long? Now, bonus material for yes. You know, there is no one in this whole universe that wants more for us than what God wants for us. God says that He has a plan for us, a plan for hope and plans for a future and to prosper us. And so, are we working against what God has for us by saying no? And do we need to say yes to what God has for us without knowing what it is that God has for us? That's so challenging, right? Because we want to be in control and we want to know what's going to happen. But the truth of the matter is we need to say yes, especially to what God has for our lives, especially for God's will for our lives. So, in a different light, what do you need to say yes to so that God can bring that thing into your life?